Thank you very much for joining us today. It's a pleasure to have both of you, Romana and Ayumi, in this beautiful Lisbon. Thank you very much for coming. So a big cause that both of you have been embracing very actively is the women empowerment in tech. Why is this cause so close to your heart, Ayumi?
Well, for me, I think gender parity and gender equality is very, very important. Throughout my life, I was really faced with this inequality of chances. So today, for me, it's super important to support women and girls to try and embrace technology, because obviously technology makes the world of today and also what's going to be tomorrow.
Yes. What about you, Romana?
Well, the gender gap, we know that exists, and we know that, unfortunately, it's always a team. But more than just complain about the situation that we have at the moment, for me the important thing is to bring up solutions. As a very positive person that I am, what I do at Keep Warranty, that is my biggest project at the moment, is exactly how can we help and how can we support women, not just as a theory and to put in place what we learn in books and stuff, because most of the times women, and we are talking about young girls, they don't go forward in their studies in the science world and tech world because they don't have a role model. They don't know what to expect from the tech world and what it can give.
That's a very good point, because I think we need to amplify the stories. We need to bring the role models so people can see that there's more to be done out there. And I think it's about amplifying the stories, and I think nowadays with social media, it's becoming easier to amplify those stories, right? And I think that's why it's very important for us to be having these interviews, because we want this message to be out there and we want to have a more equality in the industry. In your perspective, what can be done to make gender equality matter in tech, Ayumi?
We have to create awareness, which we are doing now, but even more. Because in fact, just after World War II, there were much more women in technology than today. So we think that's the other way around. We think, we talk about it a lot, but today the situation is getting better, but that's not true. That's not true at all. Perhaps just after the World War in the 60s, even on the 70s, there were quite a few women developers and women that were doing computer sciences. And today, for the past maybe 10 years, every year they have less and less women either getting computer science degrees or going to technology industry.
Romana, what about you? What's your perspectives?
It's the moment to give women their voice, the tools to proceed, and to show companies and the ones that can really support women the means to do it.
And being in the industry for so many years, I can witness the struggles, the constant fights, and even the unconscious and even conscious bias that women go through constantly.
Yeah,
it's not
No,
we can say it's both constant.
right?
Yeah, it's conscious. Most of the cases it's conscious. It's conscious. So do you think that men have a role to play in trying to bridge this gap?
Absolutely. Men, because at the moment they are the C-levels at all the companies that we are talking about, and all the incumbents that make the bridge with this tech world. And it is very important to show them and just to bring their attention to this very specific team, and also to tell them what they can take out of the investment they will do in women in their companies.
As Romana said, that diversity, not only in gender, but also in ethnicities and social background, which is very important. And diverse teams are much more performant than than teams that are done by the average, the white male, 30 years old. That's the basic, most of the IT teams today. So I think to show that the diversity is really important, not only because it's ethical and it's good for society, and inclusion it's very important for democracy, but also for the results. Economic results are much better if we have different points of view.
And we need to work as well the mindset part of it.
Yes.
I think is a very important thing that we need to work, is this mindset that some men have, and we need to try to really change that mindset, because some are doing just because it's ethical, right? You need to go to the boards and say we have a team which is X% diverse, but I think it's more than that. We need to change that mindset and see that no, with these teams, as you mentioned, the diverse team is not only in terms of gender, right? We can achieve more. Both of you are founders, CEOs, mothers, global connectors. What's your superpower?
Oh. I think we all have superpowers, right? So my superpower is I'm a doer. I take action. I think when you have something in mind, you have to dream big. But if you have a dream and you don't do anything about it, it will always be a dream. The minute you take action, it can become reality. So I think every day I do something. If I want something, I will do it. Even if I know I'll fail, doesn't matter, and I have resilience. Maybe two superpowers, because to take action if you're not resilient, it doesn't work very long anyway. So I think you have to be really resilient. It's very important, because sometimes I went to talk and says, gee, but everything you do, it works. No, gee, no, lots of things don't work, really, lots of things. So I'm championing failing forward, and I take action.
So the superpower is being a woman. And I have the resilience to really be keen of what I want, wanting it really big, but most of all to have and to live the moment. It's not the expectation of when I get there. I am there already. So take the most out of it and have your energy on it.
And I like to say that we need to believe in the power of our dreams. We need to believe that we can make it. And talking about dreams, which I don't think is a dream, I think it will be a reality. Let's close our eyes and fast forward to 2030 and imagine that women are leading the tech industry. How that world, the tech world, will be different from the tech world that we have today?
I think it will be something more human, maybe, more creative as well, more embracive.
The secret word, I think it's balance. It's not a war between men and women. And I see that this is the moment where men are supporting women and to have them in the same level as they are. And what we can achieve in 10 years will be the best of each of them.
Women are taking over the tech industry. Myth or fact?
Myth.
Myth.
Myth, all right. Female founders have enough access to funding.
Myth.
Big myth.
Big myth, I agree with that. Startups with female founders grow faster.
Fact.
Yes.
I can feel the fact there. There's not enough women empowering other women.
True. And in fact, women are just trying to push other women back. That's not correct. And it's not the way to proceed. We need to give hands more than ever.
Agree. And the last one, women are superheroes.
Fact.
Yes, of course.
Big fact. Agree. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Little girls and little boys, they don't know what they have something around me.
Well, we have company.
We have company.
We have company.
Company. I put too much perfume.
All right.